أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So as a Khoja community, which is now spread globally, the history and the foundation indicates that our forefathers were guided by the ulama based on Quranic principles. We started our communities around certain centers. So a beautiful paradigm and a model to be followed is that of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam, when he came to the city of Mecca to establish a new community. So one of the first things he had to do was to build a spiritual center, the Holy Kaaba. So Ibrahim alayhi salam then prays for security, in that he says that, O Lord, Rabbi ij'al hadha al-balada amina. O Allah, make this city safe and secure. Anywhere where a group of believers are going to settle down, one of the essential requirements would be the security of that place. And beyond that, Ibrahim alayhi salam prays for economic prosperity. وَارْزُقْ أَهْلَهُ مِنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ. And from our progeny also there should be a people who are always in submission and obedience to you, O Lord. Show us, demonstrate to us, explain to us, make us understand deeply what are these rituals that we're supposed to perform, not superficially, not blindly, but with deep understanding. So having started with security and prosperity and religiosity and spirituality through submission, Ibrahim alayhi salam now prays for posterity, that in future this community should develop, should grow, should evolve. So, O Lord, send amongst my progeny a messenger. Rabbana wab'ath, raise amongst the people, fihim rasulam minhum yatlu alayhim ayatik, that he shall recite unto them your beautiful, wonderful, amazing signs and teachings and revelations. And O Lord, this messenger should also teach them and explain to them and show them the deeper meaning of your laws. We thank our forefathers that they left behind certain principles, certain institutions, certain protocols, and we've inherited that. And so the World Federation has got several departments whereby they try to carry out this mandate. And one of those departments is the religious education, the Islamic education department. And the challenges we had to face were the guidance that was given to us by the top experts in the field, the mujtahids, the best of the mujtahids, the marja' of taqleed. The community had committed itself to follow the maraja', and by the guidance of the World Federation leadership, majority were in the taqleed of His Eminence Hazrat Ayatollah Sistani. May Allah protect him and all our ulama. Unfortunately, we started hearing that in the community there were some scholars who were raising doubts, different opinions, divergence against the mainstream in all issues, not in minor fiqhi issues, but even in major aqaid issues. In fact, the majority of the mainstream Shia theology was being questioned. The rituals as were practiced and endorsed and accepted by the maraji' were being challenged. The Quran as the book of guidance, as an eternal message, was being challenged. Pluralism in belief epistemologically was being promoted. The Islamic department undertook the task of collecting all these different thoughts and ideas that were in circulation. We sought to verify whether have we understood correctly what we are hearing. We sought clarification in cases where things were ambiguous. And having understood this, these scholars with alternative thinking were claiming they were mujtahids and they had certification from some ulama. So we decided to refer to the top experts, both in the Hawza Ilmiya of Najaf and in the Hawza Ilmiya of Qom, to seek their guidance, that we are coming across these new views and alternative opinions, and we would like to get your guidance on these issues. So we were advised by the Maraji that, first of all, these opinions are not from qualified people. And secondly, even if they are from qualified people, they should not be discussed amongst the lay public who are not qualified to judge. And thirdly, even if it is from a qualified mujtahid, the mujtahid has to respect the opinion of the majority of the community members who are in the taqleed of the top maraji in Qom and Najaf. So the Islamic department undertook a project to be able to provide academic material to justify and to explain the mainstream opinion, to be able to critique in an academic way the alternative opinion and why it is not acceptable. So a whole project known as the STEPS program was initiated, and which my colleagues will explain the details of, and the topics that have been covered and the topics that are going to be covered in the future. So we need to develop a culture whereby people who have different opinions should be welcome to the community. However, not in a position of coming to the public and spreading their ideas. They should be welcome to discuss in a particular academic forum with the appropriate scholars. And if we don't have them in certain centers, then they can be invited to the Hawza centers for that particular purpose, inshallah.